Hello, lovely people who cannot sit at home. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're not leaving the city. I'm gonna show you my favorite neighborhoods in Toronto. All of these are neighborhoods I often go to. They're perfect to go to any time of the year, be it in the summer or in the winter, because most of them are kind of a mix indoor-outdoor. And if I didn't cover any of the neighborhoods that you think are amazing in Toronto area, make sure to write it down below. And who knows, maybe I'll do a second part of this video. But for now, let's go. Okay, so first let's head to Liberty Village. I love the historic element of it. I love the buildings. They're just so out of Toronto. They look very different and I love that. But unfortunately, a lot of times when I'm at Liberty Village, I don't know where to go because it seems like a lot of places are closed, but they're not. I just needed to do research and head to the cool places, which I'm hopefully gonna show you now. So this cafe is called Brodflour. It has a number of baked goods and of course any kind of drinks that you want. What I also liked about it is just like the ambience of it. So you can sit inside, but there's also this outside area which was sort of communal. You don't need to talk to anybody, but it almost kind of makes you want to talk to people, which is really cool. My matcha was amazing and this cardamom pastry was so unique. I've never had anything cardamom and I highly recommend that. As you walk further, you will see the store. It's called I Have a Crush on You. This is really unique. It's on the second floor. Everything about it is very whimsical and funky. It seems like a lot of the things are produced actually in the store itself, like a lot of the postcards that they have, because I've noticed that they have a number of these presses, ink presses, and there's definitely a lot of humor in the store, and it was just really fun to wander around. Liberty Village also has a number of home decor stores, for example, West Elm, which is a beautiful store. When I was there, it was kind of Halloween-y time, so there were some gorgeous Halloween pieces. This is not exactly like a low-end store, this is more of a high-end store, but the quality is definitely there and everything is very beautiful. So if you are in the market for some high-end home decor pieces, definitely head to Liberty Village because they have a number of stores. So also there is a EQ3 store. I really like this store, very stylish. There are two levels and I found it fascinating how there are bowls right in the rocks, right in the stones, or just flatware that's also made out of stone. And yeah, I guess we're back to Stone Ages. But I gotta say it did look very stylish over here when it's actually styled. It's really pretty. And of course there's lots of decor and it's just a really gorgeous store. Next place you need to check out while at Liberty Village is Nani's Gelato. I have to tell you, I'm not really an ice cream person, but this is gelato, so this is a little more softer, and the flavors are amazing. The gentleman who, I'm not sure if that was the owner, he gave me a bunch of things to try out. I had a saffron, I remember that was a saffron, and I also had like a pistachio raspberry gelato. Both of them were amazing. Oh my gosh, it was such good gelato. And these are the highlights for me for the Liberty Village, but there's of course tons more. So next up, we're gonna head to Mount Pleasant Village. The exact intersection of where we are right now is Mount Pleasant Road and Manor Road East. And the reason why I had to include this as one of the coolest neighborhoods in the video is that this intersection is covered in the most gorgeous graffiti. Not only that, it actually does have two floral stores, one across from each other, and it's such a cute little neighborhood. I love it. As you walk in the area, kind of like that whole block, you will come upon Olive Oil Emporium, which was such a cool experience. You come in and you get to sample some of the olive oils that they have from different countries. The gentleman, the owner of the store, knows so much about olive oil. If you have any questions, I was actually in the market for some really good quality olive oil because I find it is still very expensive at the regular grocery stores, so you might as well get it from somebody who knows about it, and it's high quality and it actually tasted amazing. And as we will continue walking, we saw a couple of more beautiful graffiti. And we continued walking and we found this other beautiful store. It's called Jacaranda Tree. And in there, just a really cool home decor store, 2 levels. But I think my favorite part was really unusual Christmas ornaments. For example, here's a cauliflower one, or here's a avocado toast, very cool. Definitely very unique. Check them out if you're in the market for some Christmas decorations. And this place, it's called Jules Patisserie. We walked in actually by the recommendation from the Olive Emporium gentleman, and we walked in and there was nothing. We were like, okay, this is crazy, but that I think is a sign of a really good bakery because everything was sold out. The only thing that still was not sold out was this rosemary flatbread, so I got it and I asked him to heat it up. And when I tell you that was a really good, it was excellent. It was pizza. It was pretty much pizza, but with like high quality ingredients. It had feta, it had ham, it has rosemary, but that was like the smallest part of it. I was blown away how good that was. I think the price of it was about $10, but oh my God, it was so good. So the next neighborhood that is ridiculously cool is the beaches. I actually just recently done a video about kind of walkthrough of the beaches. I'm going to link it down below. I'm only going to show you some of the highlights of the area. It's an amazing area. Over here I'm showing you the Windfest. They do this I think about once a year, maybe twice a year. It's a bunch of kite enthusiasts who get together, and it was such an experience. Some of them were huge, some of them were just really beautiful kites, some of them were fairly small but very unique. It was really cool to see, and I think at one point there were about maybe good 15 to 20 kites up in the air. It was really cool. Watch out for the Windfest Facebook group if you would like to check this out. And another thing at the beaches that we just recently checked out was Polar Dip, and this is organized by Othership, which is sort of like a spa sauna experience downtown Toronto. And yeah, this was November, and a bunch of people just went in and into the water of Lake Ontario and fully dipped and just enjoyed. At first they had like a bit of a music to kind of warm up, then the whole thing ended with like a really cool party. It was so much fun. And yeah, beaches are a beautiful area. There's so many things, there's so many cafes and restaurants. Over here with at the Mira Diner, and the amazing thing about here you have to check out is their pancakes over here, wild blueberry pancakes. That was so good. And they also had these mushroom eggs benedict on croissant situation. So amazing. Highly recommend this Mira Diner. The Curated Market is also a really beautiful place with lots of gemstones. I am definitely very into gemstones, so this was really fun. And they also have different things such as home decor pieces, paintings and posters, a variety of things. It's literally a market, really beautiful, so another place to check out at the beaches. And again, if you would like to check out more specific places at the beaches, the link is down below for a separate video. Cabbagetown is one of those places that I haven't been in a while, but I finally made my way there, and I was actually very surprised. It is definitely much better than what I remember it, and it has a number of really cool stores and very nice people. You have to check out Candle & Co, the most beautiful store, home decor store that also changes often as I was told. So right now they should have Christmas stuff everywhere, but when we were there it was still kind of fallish time. This is a custom rug, custom wallpaper, anything custom in terms of furniture. And they also have so many knickknacks, like a little pillow, and right now, of course, the Christmas stuff. And everything has a sense of humor and is very beautiful. And when in Cabbagetown, you have to go to this amazing brunch place. It's called Le Conciliabule Lab. I'm sure I'm butchering that. I'm sorry. As you walk in, you right away will see the most beautiful baked goods. They also have tons of quiches and croque monsieur sandwiches. They also have like bigger cakes. Again, more baked goods. This cool thing that was out of potatoes and caviar, we got that. That was so good. Yeah, just like when you walk in, it's almost like too much. So many yummy things. Inside is very beautiful, very Cabbagetown, kind of very Victorian, beautiful elements. Definitely you can sit inside. We actually sat outside because it was nice and warm. And over here, I quickly wanted to tell you about my books. So the digital formats are all on Etsy. There are 3 books. One is summer, one is weekends in summer, and one is fall winter. And on Amazon, I actually have 4 books because there's another art book. So same books as before, but in print format. And of course, I'm going to link everything down below if you would like to check them out. Here's all that we got. Every single thing in here was so amazing. The quiche with the salad, the pastries, and my matcha. Oh my gosh, so yummy. So same as with the beaches video, there's gonna be down below a video about more in detail about Cabbagetown that I did recently. If you're heading to Cabbagetown, make sure to check that video out because it has even more really cool places. So when talking about great neighborhoods, I have to include Distillery District. It is definitely a really beautiful place. Same as Liberty Village, it has that oldish feel that is just kind of unique. And just walking around here, I love. I also love the fact that like right now it's going to be Christmas, so everything is going to be very Christmassy and beautiful. And I think it's the most beautiful place actually to check out during holidays. And of course, this is a very touristy place. There's lots of really awesome shops where you can get your any kind of Toronto merchandise. Over here, actually, those are the neighborhoods of Toronto, and different cups with raccoons in them, anything you want really. Balzac's Coffee is another gorgeous place that you need to check out while there. This place does get busy, especially on the weekends. If you can go here off weekend and spend just some time over there, I highly recommend it. Lots of gift stores, there's a number of cafes, there is a number of restaurants. Definitely an amazing neighborhood. This is a very unique neighborhood, but I have to highlight it. This is Ward's Island on the Toronto Islands. So the way to get to it, we took the taxi, one of those taxis, but you can of course take the ferry, and you need to make sure that you're going to the Ward's Island, not the Central Island. So the reason why I love that area is, before, as I understand, that whole area, the whole Toronto Islands were people's cottages, but then only the Ward's Island was the one that still kept cottages and houses. But I do absolutely love wandering around Ward's Island, seeing all the cool houses they have. They're very vintagey and beautiful. There's lots of cats. One of the main restaurants on the Ward's Island is the Riviera restaurant. It's actually really great. We had some amazing burgers there. And the cat who is in the restaurant was hilarious. We also stayed at an Airbnb on the islands. I'm gonna also link it down below. It was a great experience. This was an amazing Airbnb. The view from that Airbnb is literally like a couple of minutes walk, and you see this gorgeousness onto the Toronto, and in the morning you see this beautiful view. So I think it's one of my favorite neighborhoods. This is an island cafe. We're just sitting there having our morning coffee. And also, of course, the islands, you can rent stand-up paddleboard, you can rent kayaks, and just enjoy the islands in that way. Chinatown is a really cool neighborhood. So first, when I'm there, I always go for juicy dumplings. Those are amazing dumplings. They're very well priced. You order them and then they give you this beepy thing, and once it's ready, it's right there. You can eat them right on the spot if you want to. Of course, you can take it to go, but they're so good. You have to try them out. Chinatown in itself is definitely very interesting. Another thing I love doing at Chinatown is getting a bunch of different fruits and just sampling them, especially the fruits I've never tried before. This is a Huasheng supermarket. They have a number of these supermarkets, but this one is actually one of the best ones. And here are all of the fruits that I tried. There's actually a whole video about me trying this. I'm also going to link it down below. Kensington Market. This is very close to the Chinatown, so you can sort of do them together because they're right next to each other. I don't have a full video about it. It's an amazing area, very interesting. Over here is Little Pebbles Cafe. They have like the coolest baked goods. Takoyaki has these octopus balls that were just, oh my gosh, so great. And it was actually pretty cold, but we sat outside and there were people watching. It was so much fun. They even have an RC coffee, which is like a coffee vending machine. It's definitely a really cool neighborhood. And this is actually one of my favorite neighborhoods, but it is going to be the last one that I'm going to talk about. It's the Queen West neighborhood, starting from Bathurst, going all the way to the Trinity Bellwoods Park along Queen Street. First place you have to check out there is North Lyon. This is pretty much an intersection of Bathurst and Queen Street. I've never seen this many varieties of different baked goods and sweet and savory. They also have a buffet, but it's best to pre-book that. We got a number of yummies and a hot chocolate. Everything was amazing. I go for Queen Street West to just walk around, so this is a perfect place to be when the weather is so-so, because there are just so many stores, like for example Anthropologie over here. And by the way, it is located inside an old church. I love Anthropologie already, and when it's in such beautiful location, I love it even more. Everything about, oh my gosh, I love this. I love the store. I wish I could buy everything in here, really. Then as you walk along Queen Street, there's also the Paper Place, which is an amazing paper store that I've been going to for ages. As a design graduate, this was one of those places that designers love. Any kind of possible paper you want is there. Nadège is another gorgeous bakery with anything you can possibly want, sweet and savory, and you can also sit down. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think these are some great neighborhoods. If you found this video useful, make sure to like it, make sure to subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and I will see you next time. Bye.